All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to whatever this game is, Doomed Forgotten Realms, 2.0 or session 2. I'm Charlie. I'm the DM for this group, and we'll get started with introductions. I'm also in a weird spot on the. It's gonna throw me off the whole time. Heather, you were first.
Hi, I'm Heather. I am playing Silstein, the half-elf bard.
Right. Cody. Oh, I got people flipped. Fix that. But Cody, you were next.
Looks like I'm Cody for today.
Yes.
uh, I'm Cody. I'm playing Valentine, the Elven Beastmaster Ranger.
Okay. Sly, you were next.
Hi, I'm Sly. I'm playing Nyx, the Gem Dragonborn.
All right. Who would like to give us a recap?
Yeah, my notes for last session just has everyone's names. Gustav Nix.
Same.
I felt like when I looked at my notes, I was like, I don't know that we did anything last session because I don't know why we're not done yet.
It was a lot of role playing, but it started off. Time skip happened, and we're at our final exam, and the Wayfinders teamed up with other group name here.
Worm
uh,
Chasers.
yeah. And we did the exam. That was kind of hectic. There was like zombies and stuff, and there's a bunch of skill checks. We eventually did it. Had like a graduation ceremony type thing where we figured out Sil was like best in the school, and a bunch of speeches happened. And towards the end, we were told by I believe a teacher that there was like a special ceremony afterwards later in the night that we had to show up for, and I believe that's like where we left off, where we're kind of prepping to go there in the night.
Really good at running my mouth, but not multitasking. I think it's the like because I only interact with kids so much. It is nice catching up. I feel like we should like I start getting on sooner and we chat and then. Okay, we're just gonna hope I don't need to know anybody's name. All right. So yes, you guys had. Well, I don't even know. I don't even know what's like. It's not. Is
Nyx.
this one the? Hey, I will get there. Gotta be committed. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are aware that you have a real graduation or promotion coming up. We did leave off with talking about there being all the different factions of the Sword Coast around. Was there anyone who was looking to join any of that at all? I see.
Please go.
There.
I
And this is like when I
Yeah.
talked to when I asked the kids a question. Heather's hand was like, maybe I did.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. I was like, had to put the pin in
No,
my
you're
other
good.
hand so I could raise it.
Was there one in particular you were interested in?
The Harpers,
Okay,
because they know everything.
I'm gonna make a note.
vaguely remember that after the session.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
Well, okay, so let's um I also had forgotten I opened. Okay. So as you guys we're just gonna say the first graduation ceremony finished in the stadium area. There are various people who are representing the different factions. I don't like that word. And so you can see the first one that you see. It's kind of like like a career fair. We'll go with kind of set around the perimeter. People are walking. You can see going and talking. And you see a um really it kind of looks like if you weren't like looking dead at her, it looks as though she could like blend in as like a tree. She's dressed in like brown, like a brown silky robe. Her hair is kind of like a greenish color, like tinge as you look at her. And you can see at her table, like there's lots of different plants and herbs and things as she's talking to people, just kind of like she's brought like some different decor to you. And as the group approaches, you can hear her talking. There's other students who are there, but as you all approach, you hear the whispers of the earth. The Emerald Enclave seeks guardians to protect the delicate threads of life from harm. Join us and learn the secrets of the natural world while protecting its. Have any
No, but are any of her plants alive?
It's a prerequisite to join.
There is. No, because I want to do something funny to prove why I should not be part of the Emerald Enclave.
you take a look and you realize they're all plastic potted plants now. Yes, her
Oh.
plants are alive.
I go up and be like, "Oh, what's this?" And I touch one, and then I do, as long as it's a non-creature or a non-magical, I do 1d6 damage to it because of my curse.
As you pick it up and you were asking, she does have other students that she is talking and trying to convince to join in. She turns because like the table is slightly behind her. She turns to see you and be careful, be careful. Oh, you don't want to touch its leaves. And as she says that, she sees that you in fact have already done that, and the plant just begins to kind of wilt in on itself as you are touching it. And she's like, oh no no no. Sorry. Let me have that, please, please. I don't know that this is the place for you. I'm sorry. And she reaches to grab it back from you.
It's because I'm a half elf, isn't it?
Touch another.
Oh no, there's nothing's wrong with being a half elf or anything like that. And as she says that, you see she puts her hair so it's like behind her ears, and you are able to tell that she is an elf herself. And oh no, it's nothing like that.
Just walk away muttering like, "Damn elves!" Just kind of put on a show.
Yeah, you see she is trying to nurse it back from whatever doom you have caused to it.
Good luck, little plant. I believe in you.
All right. As you continue, I mean, you walk, like maybe 5, 6. You can see that there is another woman dressed in very bright clothing. Really catches your attention, especially as your time at the academy has worn on. Anytime you've gone out and about, it seems like there isn't very much in terms of like bright, shiny clothing items or anything like that. Like stuff in the outside of the academy has really started to be drab. And you see, she is her table is kind of full of different books and things, some artifacts from previous adventures that she has had, and she is talking and says, it is important that you know that knowledge is the greatest gift, its power. And so if you are looking to join in with a group of other fellow clever minds and strong-hearted individuals to stand against injustices of the coast, well, you are in luck. And we are especially seeking anyone who is able to wield their words or their magic as weapons, we would in fact have a place for you. If you are more brute and force, that is alright as well. You're certainly able to take anyone who would help. At her table, you would see that she has on it a she has like a banner that is blue and gray and I don't know, it looks like a moon and a harp. Is that what that is on that banner? It is the Harpers.
Mm.
I'd like to take a pamphlet.
Oh yes, of course. Of course, take whatever you need. If you have any interest, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Now, is this the type of thing where we have to decide tonight, or we get back to you?
Well, no. I mean, you are graduates of the most esteemed academy of adventurers that the coast has known, so we'd be honored if you would consider us. Timely would be, of course, always to the benefit, but whenever you are able.
Very well. We do have to leave our choices open, though, being so prestigious and all.
Well, it seems that there are some of you who are more prestigious than others, and you see she sends a glance across the stadium area, and in the direction of no other than your dear friend Gut Boy.
Okay, as long as it's not the Iconics. That's who she was gonna look at.
No, she is clearly like indicating that he is subpar on her list. Like kind of a sigh, and just she's like watching him and seeing like what is it that he's going to do or say or however obnoxious he's going to be next.
That's fair. That is very fair.
That boy Barrel. Because the piece of paper I need is the one everyone's names.
Good old Gut Boy. He drew the
Yes,
best ponies.
of course. If you were you not the one that spoke earlier? You see as she motions towards you, Heather. That was quite the speech that you gave.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It was written very last minute.
Yes, somebody who's able to thrive under the pressures. That is a very admirable skill to have.
No, Valentine didn't get to give a speech, did he?
I rambled on stage for a little bit.
Yes, being able to keep the crowd's attention is a good strategy as well, I suppose. Well, do you make sure you consider joining in with the Harpers? Any one of you would be lucky to be part, and we would be lucky to have you. Might I answer any questions that you may have?
What do the benefits look like?
The benefits, you say?
401k, health.
We have free dental.
Oh, free dental. As adventurers, that's probably the most important thing.
Yes, you never know when a dragon might knock out your teeth.
It's pretty expensive, to be honest, so free dentals.
Yeah.
Yes, well, you don't want the wooden ones.
Yep. So we're looking like employees, we subcontractors, W-2s, 1099s.
Okay, I work at a bank. Shut the fuck up.
No, I used to be a subcontractor at one point.
Okay.
And now
Okay, I've grown up better than you.
They suck. No,
Ah,
trust me, you
well,
never want to.
the thing about being with the Harpers, as I'm sure any of the other factions will say, is the network that it allows you access to. And, well, I can say safely that being part of the Harpers is going to open doors near and far for you. And if you ever needed any type of assistance in any community, I'm sure you'd be able to find an ally there that would be able to offer you, aid if you needed it, shelter, food, and their wisdom and knowledge of all things relating to the Harpers.
Mm.
And of course, you can't deny the influence that we have. While we might not always be out in the present, in the out and about and being seen, well, we do tend to know what's going on, and we are ones that, while working within the shadows, we are able to influence change. That is something that could come in use for anyone. And if you're simply looking for an adventure, well, I can tell you about several of mine, and they are always none have ever been the same. Each own. Might find yourself searching to cover forbidden lost knowledge, or trying to prevent something evil from escalating further, or trying to free somebody lost deep into an ancient ruins and dungeons. There's just so much that can be said for our missions and where all you can.
I can tell when somebody's reading a script.
I am not reading a script if you're referring to me, motherfucker. I did not chat GPT this shit. My afternoon was extremely busy, so you guys never posted in the chat, so I knew nobody was interested.
Sorry.
Oops.
I'm not mad at all. Any other questions? I see there's more students approaching. Anything before they get here that I can list with?
No, we'll let you go for now.
Nix, you have any questions? I'm assuming Nix is with us because they're so cool and want to hang out with the cool kids.
Yeah, Nix will be hanging around. She's kind of been pretty quiet up until this point. When the Harper lady mentioned forbidden knowledge, she kind of just keenly listened in, but she isn't too interested. No, I'm fine.
Right, all right. Well, please do consider us. Here is my card. Right. X.
What's the name on the card?
Fuck you. Alina Nightquill.
Ooh,
That is a
Pretty
chat
cool name.
GPT name.
That's a cool name.
Mm.
Good name.
Oh, it wasn't ChatGPT. That was me. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Harper's contact.
All right. As you all continue going around, you come across a older gentleman, and he is somebody you would have seen on campus, a few times throughout your years here. Often he would come in to help with classes going over just military strategy, leadership, and he's one, he doesn't really like had a joke or anything. He's very much no nonsense, and even though like he's older and retired, like he just has this sense of being to kind of uphold, like just following like that um like he has a deep sense of duty about him. Like, he's always willing to kind of step in and things like that. And so as he is talking, you hear him saying, the realms are only as strong as those who defend them, and the Lord's Alliance is looking for disciplined minds and willing warriors to uphold the law and protect the innocent. If any of you are interested in rising to the challenge, do make me aware. I can put in a word or two for you.
I'm gonna quickly walk by, considering my brother is a criminal.
You know that thing where people hold their books up so like they don't see you, like make eye contact.
Nix is gonna go past her and just give him the side eye.
No nonsense really isn't our kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's alright if you don't think that you are brave enough or tough enough. Go right on. Find another group to join with. It's quite
Yeah,
alright. Do not waste my time.
Yeah, I fell for that once and ended up killing a pack of wolves, so I don't want to hear it. It was wolves, right? We killed?
When the fuck did we kill wolves? What campaign was
Wait.
that?
Way back in the very beginning when Gut Boy goaded us by calling us chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
and you guys ended up at the
wargs.
zoo?
Yes.
You killed
Oh
some
my
animals.
Yeah.
That was like months ago.
I know.
As you all continue, you come to um you can come to a woman that you would recognize. She's somebody who would come to onto campus and was very much one to different charity events and things. You would know her as Sister Aurelia. And so as she is talking, she talks very softly. It's hard to hear her amongst like all the different groups that are going around, and you kind of lean in, and she's saying, "Evil lurks in every shadow, waiting for a chance to strike. You are willing the Order of the Gauntlet, being righteous champions that will stand and be unwavering against the tide of darkness. If you want to be on the side of justice, please consider us if you are brave enough."
I'm gonna do that nice thing where you like take a pamphlet and you're like, yeah, oh, amazing. Just give me your name and I'll take this from you. And
Oh,
consider it.
Valentine, dear, I know that charity is not one of your strong suits. It's quite alright. You mustn't pretend.
I'm not pretending.
You
think
can't
it's-
send your butler to do it for you.
Wait, that's against the rules?
Well, is it
Since
charity
when?
if it's not you that's doing it? Does it come from your heart or does it come from his?
I mean, something can come from my heart, but other people can do it. That's just called delegating.
I think that's called using your money to you.
Never mind. I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not gonna say it. You know what? I see where you're coming from, and you might be right.
Of course. I have been the last 3 years. I can say I know a thing or two about you, Valentine?
Yes, you have. But I will still take one of your pamphlet slash cards, not out of pity, but out of respect for what you do.
Ah, I see. You know somebody who perhaps follows their heart more than.
I look around. Yeah. Where's that gut boy at?
Boy, you know, you mock him now, and I'm not sure when he will fully mature, but he does have a, a generosity about him that most are unable to.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. But there's so many other places we need to go, Lady Relia, I think you said her name was.
Yeah.
Valentine would say the name correctly. But
But
I
not
do
Cody.
yeah, I do appreciate what you're doing here. Genuinely. So
Of course, of course. Nothing but the best to you and your friends.
I just look at my other two party mates at the moment, see if they want to say anything to her.
I'll just do like a polite head nod, like I acknowledge you exist.
She
Same here, head
returns
nods.
the head nod. Uh, as you guys continue, you come across a tiefling, and uh they would have been on campus probably like once each semester that you all had. Really they would just kind of pop in. They also anytime that they did come, you would hear a lot of rumors and speculation that they had kind of a side hustle where they were able to get the most rare and often forbidden goods that they then would try to sell off. And you would know this to be Master Kyle Varric. But those students who have gotten closer to him in the times that he has come by, or if like on breaks and things, if they were able to uh run into him off of campus and stuff, they know him as Jade. So as he is there talking, you can hear him saying, "Power isn't given; it's something that needs to be taken. The Xantrum, they offer ambition and opportunity to those with the wit and the will to seize what it is that they want. They know that loyalty is rewarded, and if you are a part of the Xantarium, success is guaranteed. You've got to be bold enough to earn it. If you are interested, please do let me know."
Guys, that was quite the speech.
Yeah, have you seen their banner? It looks awesome.
You read my mind.
Now, what kind of benefits can we expect if we were to join your group of Zentarum?
Ah, guaranteed success is not benefit enough?
Do we get dental with this? We were talking to the Harpers earlier, and they offered us dental.
Dental? You have a teeth problem? I can probably fix that. You see him he does have like his cart of goods with him. And you see him start to rifle through, being at various tools that all look very sharp and pointy and not the greatest. Ah, yes,
No,
yes,
that's-
yes. This could be of use. And you see as he pulls out like a mini sledgehammer. I think this could do the trick, don't you?
I'm quite all right. I think we don't need the dental. I
I
will take a
see.
pamphlet,
What
however.
benefits besides dental are you most interested in?
Um, I've heard tales of perhaps your group are able to procure some rather uh, macabre or hidden artifacts of the forbidden nature.
Ah, yes. There's endless opportunities in greatness of the world for getting anything that you might desire.
I'm going to look back to my party. I don't know about you two, but this group rather uh, interests me.
I mean, I kind of agree. They have quite the sales pitch, so to speak. Uh, Great things. Speaks to me, you know?
As it should. There's so much that can be had if only you know that it is yours to have.
There's no ongoing feud between the Harpers and the Zentrum at the moment, is there?
Well, I mean, the both are wide ranged, and what difference does it make if you're joining with us?
Fair enough.
Seems like if you two are able to combine forces, you just have a very large network with dental and secret artifacts.
I don't think we will be combining forces anytime soon.
Mm. Is it ideological differences or just tax purposes?
Fuckers, no. These
I
actions, but
know.
let's keep going. God damn you guys. I am basic D&D player, but let's go.
Hear me out. We could be the Zarpers.
The
Yeah.
Zarpers.
Split the team.
Zarpers sound fantastic.
You can play
No.
both sides.
The Harpers are too soft, too honorable. They put us at risk. I'd with
Hmm.
Mm.
Hear me out, guys. I kind of like the idea of leaving school and being a bad boy. Know what I'm saying?
who would Cody? I'm gonna leave school and be a bad boy.
So to speak. Hey,
That makes
rich
it
people are
worse.
completely like that. Rich people are totally like that. I need to explore the world and do some just things.
Just gonna go do some blackjack and first.
Well, it could have been worded better. I share your sentiment.
Hmm.
I just don't want to miss out, you know? These are the
mean-
times for us to really live.
Oh wait, group huddle, so this guy can't overhear us.
Oh, yes, go and do something else. Turn around.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys can
'cause-
also step away.
Yeah. Well, can we step away for a second, real quick? No. I know they sound really cool, and honestly, I'm almost tempted. But if it sounds too good to be true, it normally is. And I know the lack of dental sounds like a negative, but when they go, we've got all this cool shit you can find and have. We got to think of these people like used horse salesmen. They're just trying to get us to buy the horse. It doesn't matter if the horse is actually good. Or
Horse salesman.
I don't think there are cars in D&D.
No.
Used wagon salesman.
Yeah,
Car
that's what I
carrying
was
out.
thinking.
man, people flip horses all the time.
I mean,
Mm.
how bad do you think it'd be if we like joined one, but also said, "Hey, we'll join another one," and just didn't tell the other group?
I mean, nothing says the whole group has to join one group. Why don't we split our forces? So you want to be the bad boy, you can go join the name I can't pronounce, and I can go join the Harpers, and then we've got both their networks we can use to our advantage.
Sh- I mean, that's a really good idea. But say we were to do that, wouldn't it be even better if we just joined 3 different groups? Bam, bam, bam. 3
I
resources.
mean, technically,
We
there's
can't-
5 of you, so I guess you guys can just join everything.
I mean, technically, well, no, we don't want the Lord's Alliance. Fuck those guys. They're a bunch
Fucking
of
Yes.
stuck up
lame.
assholes.
Seem rather stuck up, yeah.
I mean, the Zentarum has the best band.
Mm.
Is that a
Dragon?
dragon?
Yeah.
I like the Emerald Enclave Spider, but they're a bunch of like hippies, so I'm like not keen on them.
Hey, man. You can do whatever you want.
Order of the
Yeah,
Gauntlet. I like the Order of the
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet one.
Yeah.
Lord.
Mm.
A hand grabbing a sword by the blade. I am pain.
Fucking
I
tough.
mean, she did say it was all about charity, so I guess it makes sense that that's her symbol.
Alright, was it? We vented them all now, right? Or was there one?
Yeah.
missing? We vented them all.
Mm.
Oh, this is an interesting. Yeah, all the ones that are.
So, I have an above game question, Charlie.
Okay.
Yes.
How much does this choice right now affect the like our overall story? Like, is this a huge option for us going forward?
Okay, so I guess my question to the group is: does everyone want the answer to that question, or just Cody?
I mean, it will affect my decision either way, so I don't mind having the answer.
I don't mind
Okay.
having the answer either.
From as far as I have read into it and stuff, like knowing where we're going after this, it's probably not going to affect. It's just a role play piece.
Mm.
Then my gut decision was Harper's because I think that's what my butler would want for me.
You don't want to go through your rebellious phase.
There's time for that, I suppose, but I don't want to just hear good stuff coming towards me and just take it.
Oh, Valentine, you're maturing. It's so nice. It almost brings a tear to my eye.
Ugh.
I think Nyx might join up with the Zentarum.
It's probably a good choice.
Mostly.
All these Chaos Spider looking guys. I don't know what faction that is, but that looks awesome as well.
Yeah, so the last two on that, oh gosh, is it Xanathar Guild? Is the purple and teal sun one? One next to it is the. I'm not even. Let me just copy and paste that into chat for us.
Oh, duh. Never mind. I was
Oh,
like, what's the
Bregandareth. That's the Drow pirate ones.
Bregandareth, there we go. And then the one with the end coming out of the moon is Horse Grey.
I almost want to be a pirate.
I don't even want to hear the sales pitch for the pirate one. I'm just gonna fucking nab that card. Thank you, Blue Dutch.
That's a tough one.
Pirates are sick.
So I'm like, Harper's would be
pirate.
really good for Syl's in game, like in her mind. But you get to be a pirate. Her mother wouldn't approve, but no, yeah, I'll probably end up joining the Harpers.
Give me that in with the Breckendareth. Ooh, you bad boy on the seas.
So much for that's what Alfred would have wanted.
Hey, in my original backstory, I have it about them because they're the gunslinging drows. I was like, oh, they're so cool. So hearing that name or seeing that name, I'm in.
Wow, there were actually a lot of other factions on this Reddit post. I guess that makes sense. There's the 5, and then the Arcane Brotherhood, the Night Mask, Purple Dragons.
From what I know of the Arcane Brotherhood, that would kind of be up Nyx's alley. They like look for
Oh, they're on
arcane
a
secrets and
Luskin.
stuff. Yeah. Hey, I happen to know somebody who owns an inn in Luskin, aka my butler.
Yeah,
So you mean your
Kraken
house?
Society. The Gutbuster Brigade, a band of Shield Dwarf warriors.
Hell yeah.
I don't think any of us
Oh,
would
okay,
go
okay.
for a bit for that.
Probably not. Here we go. The Avowed, the Monks of Candle, Axe of Mirabar, Blood Axes, the Chill. I think that's what we. You guys are not goblins. They are a goblinoid wood.
Are you sure? I could be a goblin.
Ooh, no, I don't know where these places are, but Fire Knives, a guild of thieves and assassins.
I'm sick.
All right, what are people thinking, wanting to do? Is anyone going to go commit to anything, or
I'm committing to the pirates.
Nice.
Cody, the pirates wasn't an option.
Oh no.
No.
There's none
Just
around
did.
here.
Okay, fine.
Let me
You
get
can
a
commit
boost.
to you can commit to the pirates.
Just be
Nice.
one guy.
Yeah, and he's holding a whiskey bottle.
I am in.
His name's Jack.
Jack the pirate.
Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
Then
He
we
has
gotta
a
protect
sparrow on
copyright.
his sitting on his shoulder.
Greatest pirate I've ever seen. All right, I would choose Harper's if it's out of the first 5.
You can join the pirates.
I was going to be a pirate either way.
I'll go with the Zentrum.
I'm gonna go join the Harpers. Man, we're gonna have the best information network between just the 3 of us.
Cody, are you pirate or Harper?
Pirate. If pirate's a real choice and I can lock it in, I'm totally down.
All
Good
right.
choice.
Because why should I say no to something I literally 2 minutes ago said, well, this is insignificant, but go whatever.
I just have a Jolly Roger like on me now. Yarg.
All right. Yeah, so you all, would separate to go and to meet with the different um, representatives that are currently present, and um, so as Phil goes to the Harpers, um, Elena, there, and she, of course, is like really over enthusiastic. Very clear. You guys had to guess what her class was. You would definitely guess Bard. A So as that is the, I don't remember what voice. That's the thing. I'm so bad when I do ever. But super excited for you to join in. This is such a great day. This you're going to really enjoy it. I know that you will.
All right. Look forward to working with you and the others in the future.
Yes. We will be contact most definitely. Is there a place that you are going to go and stay after your ceremonies and all is complete?
That we didn't talk about that, huh?
Oh,
Right.
is there a place that you are interested in? I'm sure that there is a Harper agent that would be able to provide a roof over your head, at least for a while, if you need it. Reach out. Is you have a place in mind?
Mm, are you trying to spell Luskin? Okay. I
Wait,
know.
did
I
you
was
say
like,
Luskin?
Yeah.
that's what I got you with those two. I'm torn because like I didn't talk about this with the group, but I'm like, if there's anywhere I do want to go after spending 3 years at school, it's back home to Waterdeep. But no, we could go to Luskin. Is Nick's okay with that? Can we just say we agreed to that beforehand?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll tell him Luskin.
Cause you a mad rager at my house.
Okay, Gut Boy 2.0.
Well, at least after school, you guys would, have more money and stuff to throw better parties.
Mm.
Luskin, and do you need a place to stay in Luskin? I can think. Yes, I think that I have a contact or two that I personally could send correspondence to.
Well, we're throwing a rager at Valentine's house. Oh yeah, mansion party. Um, I've got lodging arranged ahead of time, so that won't be needed.
Okay, yes, that's great. I will definitely um sure that we are in contact with you.
Okay, I will look out for that. Is there like any special sign or way I'd know for them if they were to drop by?
Yes, they will have the emblem on, of course.
Oh, okay. So you guys are like super easy to identify. Got it.
Only if we need to be identified, of course. Sometimes it's best if we are more secretive, but yes, in this case, uh, just jot down the address of where you'll be staying, and we'll be in touch.
I boldly write down Valentine's address and hope he knows what his own address is.
Getting a picture of Lane Manor.
Like Alfred just knew it all. He just wrote it like in all your stuff and found please return to 101 Luskin Street. It's a big house.
It's on the back of my collar.
If lost, please
return.
return this person to Alfred.
All right. Well, this is just the best news of the day, especially after that speech that you delivered. I cannot wait.
Can I insight check that? I feel like she's played up that speech way too much.
Or
It was
DM
not
didn't
that
prep
great a
enough and just
speech.
doesn't know. Yes, you can insight check it. Man, I thought maybe we could make it the whole night and not roll dice, you guys.
It's D&D. We gotta roll at least one dice. Oh no, I totally believe her, or I totally don't. I don't know.
As you are like talking and she is saying her excitement, there is a coming from one of the tables, and you turn slightly, so you kind of just stop paying, like, really giving your attention to her. You turn, you can see Gut Boy is currently getting escorted out. Not sure exactly what happened, but sure it's nothing good.
I'm sure alcohol was involved.
Most definitely. All right. I the gosh, I was saying it's so good, and now I am over. Harem, as you go and you see Master Kale there. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Oh, your group has gotten smaller. That is probably for the best. Interested in joining?
Yes, I would be, actually.
Ah, of course. I knew that you always stood out to me. A pure, I knew that you high potential.
Inside check.
All right, roll.
I can't see my dice. What did I get?
Oh, it was a 2. So what it didn't show,
Okay.
like the dice showed. And I was laughing because Heather's was a 2, but I don't know what your modifier is.
Oh, it's 0.
Well, yeah, it was a 2. Yeah.
Give every word.
You feel very special inside.
Ah, well, thank you.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Of course. Pleasure is mine. Um, where is it that you will be staying after everything wraps up here? Need to stay with me.
No, I'd rather not. Luxon sounds brilliant, though, I believe.
Huh. I tend to go to Luskin. You'd ever like to have a drink?
I must decline. Thank you, though.
Ah, such a shame. All right, all right. Can I have a point of contact or an address?
Looks around for Valentine.
Yeah, it's 1 Luskin Street.
Oh.
Big mansion, can't miss it.
I see. Yes, just jot that down here. You said
It's
Main
1
Street in
Luskin
Luskin.
Street. Yes.
Ah,
My house is getting robbed.
ah. That's a pretty big house, isn't it? Lots of paintings on the inside, and
Yes,
that's
touch any of them
okay.
and you will be destroyed. But you are welcome to have a look.
I see.
I
Definitely
think. Wait,
have.
Valentine, are they allowed to come to the party as well?
I looked them over. Yeah, fuck it. Why
Oh,
not?
yes. Don't touch the paintings or the valuables, but yes.
I see. This is going to be quite the delight. Right. Well, we will definitely be in contact. Well, whether it's me or another, or somebody will be in contact shortly.
Do
No
we have
fret.
any agents in that area? And if so, could I grab their names off of you? You don't have to give me the names, but just so I can write them in my book.
Ah, I see. Hmm. Well, we like to kind of go undercover, and you haven't quite shown us that you are someone we can divulge of you. Is it alright if I just give you one contact?
I suppose that's fine.
I'm sure you must be nervous, then I take it.
Oh, not really.
Alright, well, I know of a friend, he is, we call him Silk, but, most know him as Barlow Dane. Very smooth talking, very finely dressed, often has, fancy jewelry and such. Um, yeah, he is somebody who I think would be a good point of contact for you. Very, very good. Um, he would be able to help you. Uh, Here you go. He jots down an address, and LinkedIn and the name, and
Yes.
tends to stand out. So no need to worry. Often if you are unsure and haven't heard, you can definitely check the market. Tends to uh have a business running out of them. Yeah, that's really all that I can.
One more thing. Would you mind if I got your signature? And I opened my arcane grimoire to a blank page. Just right here would be fine.
Ah, you would like a message to remember me by.
Oh, of course.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. He takes the pen, the paper, and begins to write. He kind of like sits down like on the table that they have set for him, and like raises his knees so like he can rest book onto his leg as he's writing, and like you can see he is filling up the page.
Just keep it concise.
I know the words, they just sometimes flow.
Let's just end it there and put your first name and your
No,
last
no.
name, and then we'll be sweet to go.
I can't just assign my name without finishing my message. If you want, you can just have what's been written.
All right, maximum 1 page.
I see. Grunted back.
Sure.
This guy's a poetry major.
He thinks he's going to be the next Edgar Allan Poe.
Probably. Yeah, so he begins jotting down, and this is ChatGPT because I'm not that creative. And it says to my most promising student, knowledge is a currency, and you, my dear, are proving to be quite wealthy indeed. Your wit is sharper than any blade, your ambition brighter than any flame. I find myself intrigued, drawn to the keen mind before those perceptive eyes. It's a rare thing, truly. And I wonder, will you recognize the power that you hold, and the way the others linger a moment too long when you speak, the way they listen without realizing that they've already ceded ground. Command without chains, persuade without force. It is a talent wasted on those who wander it in libraries and lecture halls. Your presence has been a most delightful distraction. And perhaps one day we can continue our discussions in a more personal setting. And then find it. Master
must have-
Kael Varric.
I must admit that was rather beautiful. I wasn't expecting it. Thank you. I'll take the book and promptly walk away.
I do like where the stopping point of what it wrote for me. there are things I could teach you that do not belong in the hands of lesser minds. Secrets open doors, ones that once passed through never quite shut again. There's a lot to read into that.
That dude's horny.
My goodness.
If the idea tempts you as much as I suspect, leave a black quill upon my desk before the week's end. If not, well, I shall of course remain ever the mentor. Yours an intrigue.
Sheesh.
Man, he knows what he wants.
Noted.
Sure, he will be in touch shortly.
Guys, I think I've made a mistake.
Raise some hands. Well, it was nice knowing you.
Well.
Guy's a dragonborn fetish. Dude.
Right.
When you have to make up on the spot.
Alright, so Valentine, you go to the okay, say it again.
The Bregendareth.
Brigandareth. Okay. Yeah, so as you go, so what I am picture happening is the other two that you're walking around with, they definitely know where they want to go, and so you just kind of wander a bit more, like they were more enticed by the big five, but as you're wandering you see that there is a, you know, let's say stereotypical, there's a drow that's recruiting, but like because you guys are basically like kind of like you're in like a, obviously it's not this large, but like a coliseum, so like direct sun going down, so like he is kind of back and kind of tucked away so that the sun isn't shining down on him, you know. See, I do know a couple things, sunlight since it's there. And as you're walking around and there, because like of being kind of tucked off and away, not too many people are over there, and it seems as though he has gotten bored. You can see him since he's like in, you know, kind of like the freeway, like you see him just tossing a dagger at the wall, like he is kind of carved like an X, and you see him throwing that the wall to get it to stick as you approach, and you kind of startle him. Oh, not too many people have been by. Sorry, I can I help you?
I happen to see I'm guessing the symbol somewhere around him though, even though he's like tucked away.
Yeah, like he would still have a table and stuff like set up, but like he, you know, is up underneath like the like how the stairs kind of hang over it or whatever. He's up underneath that.
All right, so to anyone like appearing around, this would actually seem like the first time Valentine is genuinely interested in something that he's like seen, and he's gonna look at the symbol and say, "I don't want to sound like a loser or anything, but you know, I heard a lot of stories about you from my childhood. Not you specifically, but the Bregendareth.
Sure, you've heard of me a time or two, perhaps. Just didn't know it was me.
Oh, really?
And what did you hear about?
Uh, Swashbuckling stories about taking on ships 10 times larger than yours and not losing a single man. I assume these are all true, of course.
Of course. We are very well known for taking on ships and getting with what it is that we know is rightfully ours.
Hmm.
And you know, You look like someone who probably knows how to survive. But tell me this. How would you like to do more than just survive?
Go on. And, like
How
Valentine's
would you
eyes are
like
like wide open.
how would you like to win?
I love winning.
Gold, power, freedom? Those are the things that you desire.
Yes. You could sell me anything right now. It's just
I had a sense about you. Well, Brigandareth give you all of that. You have to do one thing.
yes.
Have to worth risk.
Just tell me what I gotta do. If you want me to shank somebody, I'll do it. Right here, right now.
Yes, I think that be a way that you show, but we don't want any trouble. This is the first year we've been able to come and recruit. So formally,
I don't
how
get why
about
you guys are so cool.
let's see. Well, let's do this. I will give you my information. Where is it that you're from?
Luskin, right by the sea. You guys have probably been by the Luskin docks. I mean, I remember seeing some of you guys as a child, so I know you've been there. I'm just like,
Yes, yes. Yes. Well, I'm sure you've heard of Jarlaxle.
of course.
I can tell that you are one who wants to be part of this so much. Those are the kind that we desire it.
Dedicated to the cause.
Yes. Well, sure, if you've been paying attention, our influence beginning to take hold in less.
I mean, I haven't been there in
To
3
some,
years.
it's
but-
rumors. You probably went home. Like school wasn't like all the time. We're following an American calendar over here.
Okay.
Summer's off. At least the first one. Well, I'm sure that there's rumors of who the real power held by in Luskin, and well, you like me know, not a rumor. Jarlaxle has got quite the influence, and soon that influence will well for us.
Yes, go on.
Well, I think that order in order for you to show us that you are indeed what we seek and what we desire, we'll need to come with a price, sacrifice.
Okay.
Willing to do such a thing.
Normally, I like to know what the risk is before I sign the dotted line, but I'm in.
Your butler is in your ear telling you don't do it. Tarlaxle is on the other shoulder. Do it. Do it already.
Do it.
Well, in Luskin, a lot of rare goods and treasures and things are transported there from the Underdark into the area, and perhaps perhaps we'll see if we're able to take on our one of our members and see how you shape up in comparison, and if you are not necessarily strongest, but if you're of good wit, show that you could sustain danger. That way you'd have a better future.
Sounds enticing. I can stand as tall as I can.
He looks at you with his piercing violet eyes, and you kind of see like he has a gleam about him. Like he seems really like amused, like a cat playing with a mouse.
That's fine.
Ah. I think that you might become one of my favorites. I've recruited dozens upon dozens of members, but something about you.
I look at him, and I'm gonna try to grab one of the daggers on the table and throw it where he was throwing it.
Do a sleight of hand check for me.
Because I did the recap, I have inspiration, right?
Correct.
Because I might need it. I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Okay.
Better.
He like at that moment where you're reaching, because you like he had been sitting on the table, he has stood at wait, and like you guys are pretty like loose, like there's not a lot of space because like he keeps leaning in, like not I wouldn't say in an effort because it is pretty effortless, but like he's leaning in to entice you, and like as he's leaning in, you're leaning in, and stuff like because you're just really excited for this opportunity. And he at this point, you guys are like he has paused from the conversation, and it's that like realization of like we are extremely close, and he kind of steps and turns to the side just for a second, and then that's like the moment that you grab for the dagger, and like as you have reached and grabbed, he sees it like soaring past, and where he was, like where he's standing, like it like just goes right past him. Like he has his hair tied back in a ponytail, and it just like if he it was even just like a centimeter further, if he had stepped or like anything, like would have grazed him. And he, I see. Hmm. And he looks at where you've thrown. Needed to be just slightly the right. And for you, Valentine, as you look, it looks like you got it like dead center onto the X, because you guys are a little farther back from it and stuff, and like so from your vantage point, it looks like you.
And I'll just say, even though I think I completely nailed it. Oh, sorry, that was my offhand.
Yes. So because like you can see that it's on there. I would say make a deception check for me.
Totally. 8.
Okay. Well, it's not that you're like I needed a number, so I knew how I want my person to respond. He like looks at you and he goes, I can see that you are very confident in your skill, but perhaps you should retreat. Yeah.
I'll do it like a good little boy.
Yeah, so you go to retrieve that dagger. As you reach to grab the dagger, a couple of things, like you do notice, like he said it was off, like needed to be more to the right. and stuff, and like so like where the X is, like you were super close to the X, but you didn't get exactly on. So like from where you were and stuff, like, and if you were playing against somebody else, like, yep, straight up bullseye, but like he was able to distinguish that you weren't quite there. But as like your hand goes up to grab it, you see like the second dagger that he had goes soaring past, and like it, the same kind of thing, super close to you, and it like hits right on that point.
Yes.
As you're going to pull.
I just turn around and I'm like, yes! That is what I want.
That is what I figured, but you were close, but not quite, but you will get there. I just know that this is going to be good for you and certainly for me. And you said you'd be in Luskin.
Yes. I give him my address, my PO box, my everything.
Birthday, social security number, debit card.
And number for the debit card, everything's all good.
Just out of character, what did he say his name was? Are we sticking with Jack Sparrow?
Oh, um, we'll go. So, yeah, let's just go with Jack.
Hell yeah.
Jack Sparrow. I didn't know this was gonna get so involved when I picked his name. My bad.
I was just waiting for y'all to kiss.
You guys are playing with each other's daggers for a long time.
We like to play swords.
This is also specifically after Charlie saying, yeah, this really doesn't matter.
Right, like let us bear that in mind. And I think the funniest thing, like, as we've been on for like an hour and a half ish, been up that long, and I'm like, oh, like, okay, well, I'm going with it because it's where I put more of my energy. I was like, I came up with another thing to do. Well, I recycled something that we should have done and didn't do. I'm like, we're gonna do this tonight, and then we'll do the graduation, and everyone will pick up. And I'm like, nope, we will do the graduation when Ricky is back. I think will be where we land. So as you're writing all that down, he goes, well, you have been keeping an eye on Regan Gareth. Name is, it's because of how it's spelled, it doesn't register for me. You've been keeping your eye open. I'm sure you know find us.
Of course. I'll just say Valentine's.
Yeah, roll a history.
13?
How much do you think, like, I mean, with what we just role played, probably a shit ton, I'm guessing, but like, what level, I guess, this wasn't how I initially started and was gonna frame this, but what level of obsessed would you say Valentine is?
So, I originally wrote that he grew up hearing stories about the pirates, and like that was like the whole reason he wanted to like do what he's doing, like almost like be a vigilante, like swashbuckling, being super rich. Already has that part down, but now he wants the swashbuckling part. So probably pretty obsessed in his version.
So with a 13, then like since you are pretty obsessed and things, your DC would have been a 10 on that. So a couple of things that you like, places that would stand out to you in Luskin, Atlas would be one. So that's near the docks uh, and it's just a tavern there. It is also one that's like not in the best condition. Like, very clearly has had to, have lots of remodification stuff done to it. You also would know of High Tide. This one might be one where maybe you probably went to more because it's more upscale. And it's on the up of a ship that's been converted in. Arbor.
Can that be the one that Alfred owns? Because it said he owned an inn.
Probably, no, probably not, because he's not now.
Fair.
And then the Gilded Anchor would be another one. It's off of the main road. And I can say this could be one that Alfred is probably somewhat involved in. I guess if you're somehow tying him in with frickin' Jareth. So this one is more like it appears very like high end. For the inn and the tavern, lots of different merchants and travelers go there. So like on surface level, it's like, so I guess this would be your question. So surface level, it looks very legitimate. But behind closed doors, there is a, which your character wouldn't know, but this just goes to if you're tying your belt to it. There's a second floor that has a hidden gambling parlor to it.
Yeah, that works. Alfred's like the mask, where the factions kind of control it like under his feet, and that's why we're so rich. It makes sense.
Right, your butler is supplying your money. Got it. That's my fantasy too, bro. Like, no, I don't have to be rich and work for it. My butler does it and then cleans up all my shit.
He just says it's from my family that I don't know, but really, it's a way for him to launder the money.
Yes.
I'm totally making this up.
Okay. And then the last place would be the Siren's Call. This is below a warehouse. This would have been one that took you a while to uncover. Because like you have to, and you probably have never been to it. You have, like, right before you left would have maybe caught wind of it, and maybe kind of tried to scope it out. Like you'd gone to the warehouse, but you couldn't end up getting to it because it does have guarded stuff into you. Like the warehouse itself, just like a warehouse. But the more you kind of lingered around and like back, then you realized like, oh, the reason this guy's always like standing in the same spot is he was actually guarding a trap door that led to where the Sirens Call it.
So cool. Alright. Got all my notes. That don't matter.
Does your note say Valentine's in love with Jack Sparrow?
That goes without saying. I'll remember that.
I really do like when characters like ship each other. Pedro and what was the
ghost guy?
yeah, the
Hollis.
ghost guy. Yeah, Hollis.
Good old.
Like
I miss Hollis.
that was my favorite. Yeah, it was.
Good guy.
All right. Yeah, so he, like, you begin probably rattling these off to him, and as you're saying them, and you get, like, you've done 3, he goes, huh, yeah, it seems you know a few places. I bet you don't know the last you can find us. My favorite.
I lean in.
He leans in.
tell me? That's how this works, right?
Oh, thought you were an expert on thing.
The boat?
I
Can I
know.
take a guess? Sick.
Do you not remember what the fourth one was called?
uh, I don't know
Cody,
what
it
order
was
we
the
did it.
last
High
one.
tide? Siren's Call?
Nope. Yeah, Siren's
Oh.
Call.
I wrote them in weird order. I was like high tier inn, mid tier inn, low tier inn, warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Siren's Call. Of course, I know that. Right? Can't be too confident.
Ah, I see. You seem to know. Don't feel that you would have been able to enter Siren's Call. Kind of looks at you, really skeptical. Yeah,
Okay.
and I know you wouldn't be able the drink that Rylus tends to make. Kiddos kiss.
I mean, try me.
But we will have together when proven yourself.
I
You
look forward
will
to that day.
really enjoy it. You won't even remember your name in the morning. That.
Now, I know this is probably against the rules, but can my friends also try this? Because my friends are freaks.
What have you just invited him to?
The drink.
My friends are freaks, though. Like, I don't think that's how I initiate my buddies and not going out drinking. My friends are real freaks. Let's go.
Some crazy alcohol? Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, my friends are in some weird shit. Let's do this.
Like,
Cody,
if
did
they're
you not
behind the bar
experience your
one
20s?
time,
No one refers to going out for drinks like that.
Well, saying let's get fucked up.
or what the
Okay,
kids say,
maybe
let
that,
go, right?
sure. My friends are freaks. Can they have a drink?
Dude, my friends are freaks, dude.
Ha, I see.
Half orcs
Um,
grab, drinks anything. Fucking freak.
Wonder if he knows Grush. Maybe they're friends. Maybe they're relatives. But no, none the mind. It is not for them. Anyone who is able to partake and drink at the Siren's Call, you have shown that you are a power player.
Writing it down.
I think you call this freaks, because I know. Yeah.
My friends are freaks, man.
Dude, it was good freaks. You know what I mean? Like,
Cody, you're making it worse.
they're insane, man. They're down for anything.
I was like,
Just check
Still
out
isn't
my
here to
notes.
see that, but
You-
Heather
okay,
will remember
so-
it.
They're down for anything, along with they are freaks. They're down for anything.
I said what I said.
I think we have different approaches to go into the bar. Understood. I guess I just don't know what it means to be a freak at the bar. Got it. I'm also almost 40, so maybe that's the difference. You're like, what, 21, I guess, now? I'd rather sit at home in front of the TV and enjoy a drink, but you're gonna be a freak about it at the bar. All right. Yeah. Anyway, what's next, everybody? Also, how's like Cody? You guys were real simple with your people, and Cody's over lean in and whisper.
My friends are freaks.
Like, damn.
That's perfect.
I don't know if we can give you a sword to be a pirate, man. What are you gonna do with it?
Oh,
Oh god.
Craig.
I guess Heather's not the only one into drow.
Oh my god, you hit a one trail, that's all you're known for. One time. I was gonna joke, you didn't see me hitting on Nesnar, did you?
wait, was that in the Icewind Dale campaign?
The Icewind Mail.
Family.
Icewind Mail?
Icewind Dale.
But no, it's like I hit on one drow necromancer who wants to just kill everything. No, that's just not allowed.
He did not want to kill everything. He was creating art.
I know, and I wanted to live, so I was just playing
Wait.
up to how good his art was.
Was that the Necromancy Tower in Lost Mines? One of
No.
the
This was a random cave Charlie really wanted us to go into.
A random cave? It was the fucking cave. It was the main cave that the
I
whole
know.
game starts at.
I know.
But it was the secret entrance into a
Yeah.
next part of the cave
Yeah.
once they drain the waterfall.
Poor Sareth, I miss him.
I guess I'm also assuming you all have I know DM'd it, right, Sly? Lost Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody, did you play Lost Mine?
I have played through it, yeah. It's been a while though.
I mean, it's like the only thing you read it. All right. Yeah, with that, he goes back to throwing his dagger.
I'm gonna go meet up with my
touch.
friends. Guys, I fucked up. I joined the pirates. I called you freaks. I'm sorry.
You two would be very confused because you did not know of pirates.
Wait, there are pirates?
Oh yeah, they're like hidden in the corner over there. Also, if they come up to you, I said you were down for anything. Just throwing that out there. I talked a lot. I'm sorry.
And this is why I told you, if you're gonna talk, I talk.
This is a proper established faction, yes? Not just
Oh,
some guy in a corner.
I mean, he was some guy in the corner, but he represented the Breganderath. I'm sure you've heard of them, but yes, they're a proper faction. Mm-hmm. I say not confidently.
Like, let me see if I would know what they are. I would think so, but yeah, okay.
I definitely agree that maybe I shouldn't talk anymore. I was just digging myself in a hole.
So I fidget a lot, and I'm fidgeting, and I was scrolling on my book, and this is what popped up that goes right with this. Cody, your toxic trait is telling people that you're down for anything for group, but in reality, your group is down for anything that is not after 8 p.m. Food has to be involved, and weather needs to be good, and they can't be tired.
I feel so called out right now.
Okay. So when you said we were down for anything, what did you sign us up for? Putting between me and Nix.
I just vaguely recall saying you're freaks and you're down for anything, and the guy looked very confused, and I kind of just scrambled away after he gave me his information.
Mm.
So, I guess we'll see.
Was the freaks part
I mean-
necessary, or
Ah, I was flustered. You guys don't say that? You don't say, wow, my friends are freaks.
I mean, only if they're actual freaks. So do you think we're like freaks? Are
It's
we
like-
freaks?
struggling to figure that out myself?
I mean, I know I tried to like manipulate some kobolds and do all my work for me, but I didn't think that made me a freak.
Yeah, I tried to intimidate some moss, and suddenly I'm a freak.
Guys, it's not a bad thing to be a freak. I mean, in some cases, yes, but
I mean, in all cases, that's why they're called freaks. Because that's a bad thing.
I don't think there's any positive connotations to the word freak.
I mean, you might be right, but sometimes saying something's bad also means it's good. Like, hey, that's so sick. I don't mean that that's vile. It's like an opposite thing.
Oh, I see.
Speech 100.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, as you guys are discussing the nature of being freaks and what that means for the group, you do see like the things appear to kind of be winding down at the recruitment fair. What would you all like? So you do still have access to like your dorm and stuff, like, and pretty much like anywhere in the not that we need to go exploring the whole school, but like so you guys could go rest, do whatever, finish packing, and you are aware that your second graduation ceremony will be happening later into the evening. They had said that you'd report back to the trial pit at
I mean, I personally don't have anything to do until our second graduation. I don't know about you guys.
Nothing for me.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
all right. So we're gonna go with you guys go back dorm. As you guys go back and you are kind of resting, maybe finishing up with anything, maybe double checking that you have everything, whatever the case may be. And you know, like keeping in mind, you guys are graduating and leaving, but like there are other students who, have been there, like are younger, like well, not necessarily lower years than you, so like you might be leaving a note or something for them, or maybe something behind for them, things like that, kind of wrapping up any you have. And as you all are in dormitory, you see notice like it takes you a second because like there is like a lot of emotion, thoughts, like just processing going on, but what it Valentine, is your passive perception?
Yeah, I have observant.
No.
Why is it so bad?
Expertise and observant.
He sees all.
It's okay, someone else
Oh,
can
that
see it.
helps. I mean, yeah, well, it can be you, but I was just surprised by perception.
The helmet.
Okay, so I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you're not necessarily the most like quick to notice things, but then once you um so you actually after a bit take notice that in like the common room area, see that there is a that is sitting on like one of the study desk, and what draws your attention to it at first is like it's tied, but then it has a almost like a charm hanging off of the ribbon that's tying it. And after you all had settled in aim and like symbol and stuff, like after the first year, moving forward, like a lot of your stuff would have this insignia onto it. Notice that. So it's very, very clearly aimed at the group. And as you take a look and you go and approach it, like you see the scroll that's there, it's rolled up. What would you like?
I will grab it and hand it to uh Sil.
Right?
Or it
Still you've
makes
been
yeah,
handed.
I'll hand it to either one of them, whoever's closer. Doesn't matter to me.
So can get it.
I don't read things, guys.
I can tell. I mean, we literally had to read your homework for you, so. I guess I'll close my eyes and like open the scroll, and then if I don't die immediately, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. Yeah, you close your eyes, you open it, you are not dead.
Okay. I read the scroll.
Okay. So as you open it, um the scroll reads as follows. Ah, dear minds, know you are anticipating being finished. We've all been there, ready to embark on our next adventure. But in order to ensure that you are ready to be as successful as one can be at times, we have one final test. This will be what sets you apart from other graduating. It is important that you report to the competitive trials once you have finished. You will be able to help in one last way. The true worth carry. Some reading this may decide that this is not where they would like to put their effort. Have graduated. Time is done. But if you would like able to carry it with more respect, more renown, and perhaps your get out across not only the coast but beyond, then it is important to take on this task. And doing such, you will be transported to the town of Tribor in order to help with a very unusual problem. There has been a complaint in town that there is an exceedingly large number of their menfolk gone missing. On a inventory investigation, we have determined that these men have been kidnapped by a band of dark elves known as Drow, hiding deep within the crypt garden. They appear to be working with a Lamia. These Drow run a secret mine. They've enslaved the men of Tribor, work in their mine. One of the missing men, assumed to have been captured by the Drow, is a Faian wizard by the name of Ivar. job is to deliver an arcane focus. Once he has this focus, he should be able to summon a Lord's Alliance that is currently on of most importance. Respond to this urgency. Not to communicate this. This will only prove that you are not worthy of being such renown.
Hmm. Well, that is certainly interesting.
I will screenshot it. It's not going to be exactly the same because this was meant to be something from like a year. But I will screenshot that for you. It's in the just yeah, it's awesome. Storage chat too.
Says we have exactly 24 hours, but I think our graduation is in.
No, ignore that. Ignore that.
Okay.
Pretty. Remember, I said this is not going to be exactly the same.
Why didn't they just call him Drow? I know you didn't write it, but I'm just... I mean, I'm sure most people would know what a Drow is without having to call him a Dark Elf first.
Right.
It starts with Drow, but later on calls him, or it starts with Dark Elf, but later on calls him Drow.
Drow,
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Dark Elf. Like, it gives it to give a description. Oh. I would just... Well, and there was a Drow at the thing.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that faction wasn't supposed to be there, so that was just...
Do we know anything about Thane wizards? It's interesting.
Yeah.
Here they're really good people that definitely should have arcane focuses.
I'm just like, what would the Lord's Alliance be working with the... Well, whatever. I mean,
Okay,
do we want to do
so...
this? Oh.
Okay, so quick note, because I know we jumped a lot of things. You all would be very much aware that like this is something to prove your worth. But you guys have gone to the bit of trials several times at this point. And magically, none of you have ever died. You always end up coming back. When you come back, whether the task has been completed or not, or if you get knocked out, you always see a flash of blue light and come to. Like, you're pretty weak and pretty tired, but like you're nowhere near like death or anything. Like, it's almost as if you are like super, for like a comparison point, hydrated type of thing, or like had the flu and stuff. If in the case of getting knocked out, if you didn't get knocked out and whatever you guys were going to kind of come back woozy from it, but like no one has ever died. Stuff that like you guys maybe have heard stories of like people previously who have, but you have never seen anyone go to the pit of trials and back from. So also aware like that, and it's never been explained to you, but like I mean you guys are going places, you're pretty sure you're in an illusion, but you're not 100%. never feel.
Yeah.
Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
But you always pass and not fail.
Yeah. Well, Valentine, I mean, we're a bunch of freaks that are down for anything. I guess we should go.
They must have heard what I said. Fuck.
So like it does say, you know, urgency and stuff with this, but if there's something that you guys would want to do, like maybe library, go like freedom or the lab or anything like that to try to gather any information or do any research, like you can. Could also be something if there's anything that you guys think would.
Is the focus in the letter?
Okay.
Because it says we have to bring a focus to him. Deliver a arcane focus. To
Oh, we should probably go see what a lamia
Yeah.
is. That might
The
be
focus is
something
not
very.
in the leather.
Maybe find someone who has extra focus around here.
I mean, they might give it to us if we actually show up to the pit of trials.
It's like virtual reality. Oh, nosebleed.
Yeah, on that note, you guys would like anytime you've been asked to deliver something, and I would like just with the group, especially when Scrap was like around and stuff, you guys would always like try showing up with what you needed, and then they always had it. And like you guys never whatever you guys would try to make, well, Scrap in particular with being the artificer, like it was never quite what was needed. Like it was never quite right, but close. So like eventually at some point you guys would have known you didn't have to. Scrap probably always continued to try to make whatever it is said to bring. So there is also that too.
If you want to look up whatever that Lamia thing was, might be good. But other than that, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the only thing I'm concerned about. I don't know what that is, in or out of character.
What is it?
The lamia?
Oh, okay.
Snake movie, right?
Yeah, so do you guys want to go to like the library or you can go go to the zoo and talk to Krago, was the one who took care of it, or Ilya at the Arboretum you can speak to.
Figure hit up the library.
While you do that, I'll be right back. My dog really has to go out, so.
Oh, do you guys want to do a quick break and then come back?
Yeah, that works.
so
Sure.
I
Okay.
don't mind either way.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go for 8:55. We will get right back.
Sorry, guys. But thank you.
Oh, you're good. All right. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know where we. Oh, you guys had just gotten a scroll, and you wanted to go and learn more about what a lamia. Okay, so all right, so as you go and you begin looking through the books, I don't know why this. Brother Yor, is there. He directs you to a section. Yeah, it says you should be able to find a description of them, and I'm I'm not the most familiar. I know that they not very good creatures. There's something a specific reason why. I mean, you are all are done with your anticipate see here.
No harm in trying to learn more while we have the chance, right?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Yep, a true scholar at the finest, of course. Of course.
Mm.
Yes. Let's see. And he goes over to a shelf and thumbing through and pulls out a book. Ah, yes, I think they should be in here. So,
Thank you.
as you read, um, you are able to kind of pick up. So, appearance wise, a lamia is going to most often have like an upper body that is usually female. Some might be male, but not as often. Golden skin, hypnotic eyes, long flowing hair, very like alluring to you. Like it's very clear that like the upper body is kind of this way of seducing somebody in to kind of get interest and stuff. The lower body can either be serpent or a lion. So graceful, deadly, and often they are adorned in jewels, silks, gold. Lots they prefer the excess.
Sounds like a
Here
siren.
is the picture from D on.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's appearance, personality wise. Yeah, this one. I feel like that's problem, Cody. I like, yeah, I think I would like to be half human, half serpent. That looks kind of
I feel like I'd be more cold than I already am if I were half serpent.
probably. So personality was, you would know that they are very deceptive, very manipulative. They indulge in excess and cruelty. They're deadly predators, and so very capable of destroying whatever enemy comes their way. Do you think Syl would keep on reading, or would that be enough?
I'd probably like read if it's like a chapter, probably like skim through the rest of the chapter. Look for things like weaknesses, resistances, things like that. Assuming it's in the book. If not, then
Okay. Yeah. So I would say, like, while I have everything like neatly summarized, like it would be quite a bit. So let's do Guess we go with you're kind of thumbing through like an information, see what you look as your pages.
Roll high. That is not high.
That, my friend, is not okay. That would that would be probably what you like at that point. You would like everything else is just kind of hit and miss. You're looking for those real key, big, obvious details. You're schooled out.
It's just boring. Reading is cool, kids.
I do think like as you're reading and just general knowledge like throughout your court like so you never covered lamias in your classes, but you definitely probably had other experiences and encounters involving drow or just kind of awareness piece of it. And Cody, you're half drow, right? I know you're half elf, but like we're going with half drow.
Yeah, I'm just reflavoring the elf I changed to as still half drow, so still half.
Okay. Okay. Because now you're a pirate, so now you're gonna make sure you're half.
Well, when we made changes, I changed to like a elf that I've never heard of before, the Aranai, whatever. But I think that's from a different setting. So.
Eberron or something.
Okay.
So yes, I'm half drow.
Yeah. So I guess what would stand out then, like as Phil is kind of reading and speaking, you would kind of be on this like thing of I don't think that it would make sense for these Lamia and Drow to working to be kind of like it just doesn't seem like something that would mix together.
I'll just say that verbatim. Just so
Okay. Yeah, so you tell the group that and yeah, that would be what you guys get from looking for about anything else you guys would like to do or look up in the library.
That I can think of. Nope.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. All right, so then are we going to bit of trials or is there anything else before that that you
Guys, I'm ready for some trials.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go jump
like
in
your
a
guys'
pit.
favorite place to go? All right. So you all head to the bit of trials, and once you arrive there, you are greeted by a very familiar face. So at this point, so the pit of trials is still it's the same like arena area that you guys had been in for the fair. It has cleared out. No one else is there. And Lareth the Magnificent, and so you would know him as being your one of your professors, your first year, one of the main professors that you had, and you probably had him in some other classes as well, depending on what you've taken. And so as you approach, there you are. I was beginning to wonder if you had received the message, and it appears that you have. Welcome, welcome. So fresh and ready to begin your adventuring, I see, and ready to prove your worth, of course. You all never did falter in that. Is willing to do the best that you can. And this is just one final test that you have. I see you are indeed ready to deliver what is needed to Abar. Is that my understanding? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The slimy one is not with you, I see. So I suppose you did not come with your own focus or thing to deliver?
Well, from past experience, you normally,
Oh, yes. Normally don't need it, and you don't. I just have become accustomed to your group always bringing something with you, but yes, of course, here you go. And you see as he um he has like a bag with him, like he pulls out from it a um orb of swirling energy. This is what needs to be delivered to a bar. Very important that
he'll be right on that. And just FYI, Scrap was not slimy. He was a lizard, so he was scaly.
I know he was slimy. He was slimy.
He's not a frog. Frogs are slimy.
They're not the same.
No, they're two completely different things. Lizards are reptilians, frogs
I
are
tried not to
amphibians.
touch him. That would have been inappropriate.
I mean, yes, it would have been, but even by looking at him, you could tell he wasn't slimy.
Ah, he seemed slimy to me.
Oh, well, I mean,
He slimed his
let's
way
just
out
get,
of missing this final test, did he not?
I mean, technically yes, but you know what? We can agree to disagree. Let's just get going. It's called Scrap Slimy. I'm telling Pedro.
I really like that you picked up that it would not be slimy. It's super fitting to your character. That all of energy. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, so he gestures for you. He like gives you the orb of swirling energy. He gestures for the group to enter into that center of the pit. Everybody all set then.
Yes.
Okay. And then you see as he begins going around perimeter of the pit, and he is touching. There are 7 runes that he goes to touch, and as he does that, once he is finished and he has touched the 7th rune, you see, and then all of you at this point. Oh, I guess. Oh, Sly, what is your um passive perception?
A 10.
I don't. Why do some of your character? Oh, your character is not. I keep because of Heather's character name. I keep but it's not. And now I broke things. Oh,
oh.
I broke lots of things.
Yay.
Okay.
Welcome to my life.
I'll stop breaking things.
What am I doing?
Yes. So all of you at some point while you've been here, so these runes are used each time that you do this, and eventually over time, like each of you figured out that when this happens, he is spelling out the word Tribor as it completes, and so when he hits that last one, that R, you see as the runes explode with this blinding flash of blue. Also still super familiar to you guys as well. And as the light clears, you find yourself in the middle of a dark ancient forest, and this forest has a slightly bitter kind of caustic smell. It burns at your nostril, and you can see that the trees are stooped as if they are buckling under the weight of their incredible age. and the light of the full moon, as well as the relatively sparse undergrowth, makes it for easy travel for you all. There's sounds of wildlife, hear the hooting of owls, the distant howling of wolves, and it seems as though those are coming through like with quite an abundance. You can also see the peaks of the Sword Mountains to the north, and you guys would know. Okay. So this is where you guys have landed, and it's basically one of those, fun things of figure it out. So you're here, in the dark forest. I mean, thankfully you have the moon up ahead. What would you guys?
Back to that note.
If you don't know where to go, what naturally start looking for?
Well, here, I'm going to do something that's kind of not related to that, but I haven't got to do it yet. I'm going to touch the ground, and my tattoo will light up for a second. I have a tattoo of a wolf. And I put my hand to the ground, and I'm going to summon my primal companion, my wolf, just so it's out in case we have combat.
Combat at 9:20.
Joke, what's the wolf's name?
And what's the wolf name?
Rorschach, because it's made of ink.
Does it use a wolf stat block? Like,
No, I changed the stat block. It uses the primal companion.
okay.
Which is right.
Alright. What else would you all like to do? Dropped here.
Well, we have to find some drow, probably beat them up and figure out where they're hiding. Or we could probably go to try and find the town, but
In that book you read, did it say where the Lamia might be? Maybe that's a good way to start. Oh wait, it says something about a mine, right?
yeah, that they have a mine somewhere in the woods.
Guessing it'd be by like a mountain, right?
Mm-hmm. I would think so, yeah.
Nix, do you have any thoughts?
I'm assuming. Well, we have to find the Crypt Garden Woods, unless we're currently in the Crypt Garden Woods. So maybe find somebody to talk to, ask if this is the Crypt Garden Woods, and then we can go from there.
You just want to travel down the road till we find somebody?
Yeah, let's just have a walk.
So, just so you guys are like in the woods, not see a road.
Oh,
Are there any sources of light around?
The moon.
Okay.
I mean, and like, so I mean, it would be the same as any, like any typical adventure. Like, you guys have your gear with you. So, like, if you have a torch in your, like, if you would know that you would have a torch, you have a torch. Not just out in the woods, clothed and afraid.
Well,
you said there was a mountain in sight though when you read off the description.
Yes.
Because I think that'd be as good as a start as any.
yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so heading in direction mountains. You guys don't want to look around for anything first?
So how do
Uh,
these trials normally work? Like, do we normally get put near where we have to be?
You get put near enough, like, so it's not like super easy. Well, and like they've progressively gotten harder for you. All like so you get dropped, or you might get dropped in a town. You get also just kind of depends on where they might drop, but like you would think that you were probably within a few of.
hmm.
I guess
But
just
any
for
other adventure, if you're in the
yeah. I
trying
was
to
gonna say,
find your way.
is there any tracks we might be able to look around
Okay,
for and
yep.
follow?
Survival for me.
I will cast guidance.
Nice. Hold on.
That guidance on.
27.
All right. You are able to discern two sets of tracks. One looks as though it was made by a band of light-footed humanoids, and there is a second set that is heading to. So that set's going to the north. There's another set that looks to be going south, and it looks as though it belongs to a large feline that you would based on what you know about Lamia and how awesome you did on finding these, identifying you would safely. Um,
Then I'll point out the tracks that probably was the menfolk that got enslaved, and the other tracks are probably the Lemia. Either way, I don't want to be the one talking to this thing because I'll probably say something wrong.
Hmm.
So those are the tracks. Do what you want with that information.
I guess I'll start following the tracks.
okay, which way are
Even
we
though that's
going?
um
North or south? Be following the human tracks or the cat tracks?
I said the cat tracks, right?
Okay.
Might be super attractive. Certified freak.
I'm in fact not down for anything, but we'll see.
Uh, yeah.
Nope. Still read a book? Never.
Okay. Can I have perception checks for me? And it is like you are in the forest. The moon is glowing, but it would don't have dark vision. Or I think even if you do, I'm not gonna.
I'm out
Actually,
here with two charisma people.
I guess to make it more obvious, I will light our lantern or my lantern I have for some reason.
Okay. Alright. And
Okay.
why is yours not showing on two?
Yeah. My thing just crashed as well. Oh, it's back. Did it pop up?
Cat?
I'll try it again.
Is it because there's no character selected under the players?
Did that go through?
There you go.
That went through.
I still can't see it.
Oh.
But it's fine, as long as you guys can see it.
Oh,
What the hell?
well, even the Twitch stream can see your roll.
What?
What
Yeah.
is going on?
I've had that happen before, and I don't know how I fixed it.
18's not bad.
I don't understand.
Oh wait, did the first one go through? Oh, it didn't. Okay.
I dropped your
Can I roll
token on the
again?
map. Can you see it if your token's on the map?
I can see my token. I'll try perception again.
Can't see your
Nah.
roll.
I can't see it.
How is that a thing?
I can see everyone else's roll.
Oh my god. Well, and when I write, like, it's not private. Like, let me see if I make it private and private it now. I can see that you privately rolled some dice. I can't see what you rolled.
Yeah, I can't see it at all.
Oh, now I can. It was a 13. I don't
So I'll
understand.
just use
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
use the Twitch chat for it.
Okay. Yeah, so you rolled an 18, we got a 20 and a 15. Okay. So as you guys are walking,
I did a quick troubleshoot thing. Someone said it might be the Dice is Nice module.
is it something I need to fix on his end?
It just says disabling it works.
I think you guys disable different modules on your I will because if it'll kick all of it out and then back in. Okay, so and I also have a history check from not the but your just general.
History.
Watching.
Was a
I like how the guy with -1 rolled the heist.
I mean, that feels right because Nick seems like the smart silent type.
Mm.
It's all a facade. She's not that smart.
Okay. As you guys are walking through, Valentine would notice that there is why do I shuffle papers? Okay. So Valentine, one thing that you would notice that nobody else in the group would notice, is that you saw this like very faint glow, kind of off of. You guys are also not really. You're following the tracks, but I wouldn't say heavy enough to consider it a trail. But like you see this faint glow off to the side from where you are, and you are able to then see what looks like some kind of berry.
Just a berry, a glowing berry.
Yeah, a glowing berry. But you cannot like recall anything about this. Like it seems like it's something that might be familiar, and I would say like if you point this out to the other members of the party, like also can't quite tell what it is. Like they can't recall it, but they feel like, oh, I know this, but I don't. But you do notice that you're not certain what they are.
I'll be like, ladies. I'm gonna point to the berries. I don't know what they are, but fuck, they're there. They glow.
Those berries
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can't touch him, but if any of y'all want to pick him, you're good to go.
Hmm.
What a curse to have, by the way.
I know. Hey, I got magic. Was it magic initiate warlock out of it though? So that was the trade-off.
I mean, they're glowing. That could be useful, right?
Yeah.
Not to me. I really don't care about that.
I mean, I can see in the dark too. It's just, if we want to pretend to get kidnapped, I figure this would be the best way.
Does anyone have anything that we can put them in without touching them?
I mean, y'all can probably pick them. I just can't touch them if they're.
I've played with Charlie before.
Um,
What the fuck does that mean? Y'all keep coming back for more, so I guess I'm better than the average Reddit post.
I mean, I've got a map case. I'm sure I did not put a map in there or any paper yet, because, lazy. Actually, I have 2 map cases. I've got 2 map cases. We can
Hey.
use one.
Good enough. Let's put them berries in that map case.
Okay. You pick some berries and you put them into the map.
Do they still glow once they've been picked?
They are still glowing. As pick them, I'm assuming like you're picking them and closing up the map case.
I want to see if I can use it as like the world's shittiest flashlight.
Okay. Yeah,
It's-
you try using it as a flashlight. After a few minutes goes by of these berries being in that map case, and the glow is already faint, it starts fading pretty quickly, and then they are like fade.
Oh. Okay. Well, I put the lid back on the map case. And
Yeah, they
I
are
wonder if
no.
you're supposed to shake them. Like.
Well, if we find any more, maybe we should just eat one.
Oh, we could eat one of these.
They're not
It's not
glowing,
glowing
anymore.
anymore.
But I mean, okay, fine. Point taken.
Wait, Charlie, can we say as they were slowly going out, the one last one that's still glowing, we try to fight over to eat it really quick?
Yeah. Whoever is gonna fight for the last one, roll a sleight of hand, and whoever has the highest sleight of hand, if they would like, try to hold on to it or whatever.
Guys, I'm gonna go try to eat it.
Apply your 7.
Damn.
So, Cody's
What a
definitely the
roll to
one
get
who
a
gets
nat
it.
20 on. This might poison me.
That's really.
Berry slapping. Mine.
Nix reaches her hand out to try and grab and just gets slapped away.
All
I'll
right.
protect you.
Cody, are you eating it?
Yeah, I've committed to it.
My favorite thing that you do.
I played with Charlie before. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the weird cookie.
Every time Charlie dangles something in front of me, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you eat the berry. Note of that.
Oh no.
Was it good?
The berry. Yeah, it is very sweet. Like not at all sour. It's almost as if like whatever like your favorite like dessert sweet treat, it kind of like tastes like that to you.
Guys, you're missing out. Surely nothing bad will happen.
I mean, you
So
are
you
the
definitely so you
ranger.
don't have that much of it to eat. Like these berries are super tiny. Like almost like I would say like raisin size. 'Cause there's
Nothing
no way
bad
that
could
you're
happen from this.
yeah. Well, the actual
Mm.
description says no larger than a grain of sand, but like, how the hell that up?
That's a small
Yeah.
berry.
Yes,
Can you even call the berry at that point?
I don't think so.
Glowing piece of rice.
Yeah.
Savoring it.
One thing. Okay, so then the other thing. All of you notice this. Cody is the only one who doesn't remember what it is. So as you are going through, you bought this plant that you remember Abelia at the Arboretum would have talked about this plant, and it is called Halfling's Toe, and you remember her giving a lesson about how the roots are really like stubby, and like the roots are kind of like shaped, and she at some point would have gone over like how you can turn this into sweet tasting, and she yeah, sweet tasting tea. And she also would have shared about a little bit of background about the Crypt Garden Forest as she was like making this tea for the class and like giving like a general overview and lesson about the particular plant. Because that was kind of like the way that they liked to do classes was like experience something with it and then reading about it. Valentine just never really listened, but it stuck with you. So she had talked about how there was an old ancient dragon, Fog Elamator, that is like fucking also known as Old Gnawbones, which I can't say, so that is what we're on. And this dragon has been in the forest for extremely long time, and because of it taking long-term residence here, the variety of plants of the forest, they've developed a tolerance to different toxins and disease. And halflings toe that develop.
Heck yeah, I'm still not shoving that in the map case. We can have some tea later once we're done.
Can you drink tea with your curse?
I mean, oh, if I do damage to plants when I touch them, so probably someone else should pick them, and then once they're picked, it should be fine. I would think.
I
Yeah,
don't mind picking
if
them for
it's
you.
Because
not able to like live, then I would say they. I. But I guess though, like technically, it's not dead. Like once it's made into tea,
yeah,
you're like not
like
eating
once,
any lettuce or any of that.
yeah, I can't
Where
eat
we're
a
at.
salad.
Anti-vegan. Guys, I can't touch that.
Sorry,
Literally.
I'm an obligated carnivore. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, um, you also would know, but you wouldn't know like too much. One of the things that you would also know about this dragon is about every 30 years or so she leaves the forest for a bit and will then come back, but like you wouldn't know if this would be times.
Mm.
Okay. So the group continues following the lion tracks. As you do come to a pond, and you can see it is like deathly quiet as approaching, and when you were walking throughout the forest before, you saw like different animals stuff that were kind of scurrying along. And, and some of them even seemed like they were following you, and then as you approached and got closer to the pond, that kind of stopped. Like nothing at all. It's so quiet. You don't hear any like scurrying around of animals or anything like that. You don't see at all either. Across the way. So probably, gosh, I would say maybe like 100 yards from you or so. Like you're still in the forest, currently unseen. Across the way, you can see that there is a what looks to be very beautiful and that's sitting across. But then like as you're aware of, that you're following lion tracks, you also see that her lower extremity are the body of a lion. And I have stealth, assuming that you're trying to be
Oh.
quiet. If you aren't trying to be quiet, I don't need them.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
this is not gonna go well. Yeah.
Oh, can't take you guys anywhere.
I forgot we're in
Oh.
medium armor now. I'm not
Well,
stealthing
you don't
anymore.
even need to look with a 3. I know that you guys passed that.
Got heavy armor on. Oh no. Clank,
Yeah,
clank,
so,
clank, clank, clank.
as you guys are approaching, you step onto a really dried out stick, and it snaps, and as this individual looking at the pond, turns and like looks like dead into your direction. You can also see, um, prior to that, um, right before she would have noticed all, before you started stepping closer, you like the scene is very peaceful. The full moon is reflecting off of the pond. It's like you're kind of reflecting. Um, but you also see that the individual that's seeing is using the pond right now to cry. Is how you say that? And like looking at it, looks as though she's kind of peering and like watching a particular scene unfold. You can't make out too much. You can just tell that like part of the pond that she is currently kind of in front of. It's like the scene in Lion King in his reflection. Dad, it's kind of like that. And then she looks up from it. That goes away as she looks. She doesn't seem like troubled by your presence or anything. She doesn't threatened or threatening towards you. And just kind of looks your direction. And she flashes a really like it looks like she's trying to like give like her best Vanna White smile and stuff, but it also seems worse as she's smiling at you. Um, as if like maybe something might be wrong. But she just kind of looks at the group. Oh, thought I was all alone. Hello there.
Who wants to take this conversation?
Yes, I've got this one.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata, how are you?
Ah, well, hello there. How are you? Ah, so nice seeing others sitting calm in the beauty.
Yes, we were merely just walking by. What has you so occupied in the waters?
Oh, Not much. Just staying home a little bit.
How far are
What
you
brings
from
you
your
all
home?
here? I haven't seen anyone for a while.
That is a good question. Oh. I think Nyx is going to give a subtle glance to Syl,
What are we doing here?
and in her head she hears a voice.
Mm.
This is the. Do you think it's the Lamia that's working with the Drow?
I'm gonna. I can reply back 'cause I'm assuming you're messaging, right?
It's a psionic mind. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think you can message back.
Okay, well, I'm gonna like kind of subtly point back to you, message back, and be like, I mean, it would make sense. How many lamias would you find in the woods?
Oh, there's no need to talk to each other. You can talk to me. Now that well, I knew before you said it, but before I never realized you had to actually message.
Yeah, that's why
you could
I'm
do
like
it.
trying to like make it all subtle and be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, just pointing, crossing my
I
arms.
I wish I would have realized that in the Friday Curse of Strahd, because I had definitely probably let way more be said with Strahd right there watching, like full on conversations.
Mm.
I think one more psionic mind towards Syl. So, trying to be friendly with her or not friendly? Not friendly. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're just merely walking through. We've lost a rather, I wouldn't say dear, but an acquaintance we've yet to meet. You didn't
Oh,
happen
you've
to
lost
see
an
any?
acquaintance. Huh. Hope everything is okay.
Me too. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Fae mostly bald with red garb. Is that correct?
Say it again.
The Fae are usually like bald with red garb.
Yes.
Okay. We're looking for a bald man. He's dressed in red. Maybe there's tattoos all over him.
I see. And this bald, tattooed man is your friend?
Yes, an acquaintance we have yet to meet.
So, was I an acquaintance that you had yet to meet that now you have?
I suppose that's so. Sorry, I didn't ask for your name. My name is Nyx. This here is Syl and Valentine.
Syl and Valentine. Pleasure is mine. I am Valexa.
Alexa.
Oh, it's so
Alexa,
nice to
play
have
Dispatcho.
friends. Like to what?
Nothing. I was being dumb.
Okay. You're never dumb. I see. Yes. And where the likes are you all from? You from nearby, or are you from far away?
That is a question I do not know. Valentine, Syl, where exactly are we from again? I forget.
That place that's near Mirabar somewhere.
You can just say far away.
Oh, far,
That's
far away.
Oh, and you traveled so far. How long did you have to travel for?
Quite a while.
Far away too, from the Anarok Desert. For too long. home quite much.
What brings you here? How did you end up here compared to the Anarok Desert?
I've just was brought here, and here I am. And do you you also see like she is um kind of moving like herself around. Like it's really clear she is trying to um I, it's clear to you that there is something that she wants to reveal but isn't feeling you, but like she's trying to put herself in a way that makes um self. It's just like she just kind of keeps moving a bit, and I'm assuming at the point ever you guys have closed the gap, like you're not still in the forest, you've closed that gap, or she has, or both. And otherwise, you guys are shouting at each other.
What are you doing over there? Not much.
I'm obviously not going to hunt you guys. You're too far away. I will never hit you. Shitty DM right here. But yeah, we've closed the gap in case anybody was wondering. The gap is closed. But she
Good to know.
keeps kind of moving and positioning herself, just as if she is wanting to like feel something, but like you're not sure. And she like as she's talking and stuff, she also is like, do you like my outfit? It used to be far nicer. Is anyone wearing jewelry at all? Ring, necklace, anything?
Oh, don't take stuff away from me.
I don't think my hairpin counts, so I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
I have a stone of good luck that is fashioned into a necklace. Would that count?
I don't know, Cody, is a necklace jewelry?
Yes. Yes.
But there's a magic item attached to it. I don't. So yes, I'm wearing jewelry.
Is Nick
Nothing.
wearing anything?
No. She's kind of got these like glowy bits on her helmet, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
Not really jewelry.
Yeah, so as Alexa is like kind of looking over, she looks at you, Valentine, and like she can see like if it's not like hanging out, at the very least, like she sees that like chain itself or whatever you have that fashioned into, and you like wearing jewelry, and like you see like she kind of like cranes her neck a bit as she's like looking at your neck and seeing the necklace. You enjoy it. What is it that you have on?
I'll probably don't. I'll pull it out a little bit just to show her. It's sentimental.
Oh,
A
it's
friend died.
quite. Sorry to hear. It's quite nice.
Yes,
I-
it is.
I feel like that would look very nice on me, and like you see her like just moving her neck around as she's saying this.
Does she have jewelry as well, or?
Can you give me a
16.
Cool. So like as she is focusing on your necklace that you have, I think it would probably stand out to you, like knowing its own significance, like that she does not seem to be interested in that at all, which is probably a relief to Valentine Cody. But she like she's not interested in that. She keeps moving her neck. She keeps kind of referencing like your necklace, but like she does not seem threatening. She hasn't asked for it, like anything like that. And it really stands out to you that even if like if you've said like I have, yep, I'm wearing a necklace, like she never says that word. She is not saying anything like that. You know, like you think she would. Just seems like she's trying to draw your attention. Eventually, what you do notice is that she appears to have a choker around her.
What a freak.
Okay, well, I'm over here like imagining '90s chokers, but I guess we know what Cody is thinking. Like I'm over here thinking the little white shell choker necklace,
Yeah.
but we know what Cody's got going on.
Does it look significant? Like, because you said she's not trying to say neck, but she's clearly trying to show off her choker.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't want to stab you.
I didn't feel like we're gonna murder this Lamia.
I just
Can you make for me an intelligence, just a straight intelligence? That's
straight. Sure.
yeah. I'll add whatever. Okay, great.
Pretty
great.
good.
Yeah, and that was what with a +5, and so 2 more, so it's 4. So as you take notice to this, you well that it tells me that, but it doesn't.
We're all good, guys.
Okay. What you notice about this choker is like, even as she's moving and like slinking her body around, or even like when she walks, like the choker itself just never seems to move out of the placement that it's on. Like it just always sticks like right to where it's been. And so eventually, like that just kind of stands out to you, and you realize that this is and like taking in that she's not mentioning it at all, like she's not using words that would draw your attention, she's just trying to get you to notice. You would know that this is a it's bonded to her magically in place, and um it is probably something. Is it Gaius? Is that how you say it? Gaius? Ease Gaius, however you say it. It is something like that. Yeah, that she must like in some way she's kind of been trapped here where she, but she seems to not be able to say that.
Mm.
Hey guys, I think she might. I'm gonna. If we're close. Oh, fuck! I just say that out loud. By any chance, would you like that that necklace removed? Fuck it.
You ask that, and like she like no indicator one way or the other.
Mm.
I'm going to move a little bit closer and
It's kind of that like awkward moment that you probably didn't feel like was awkward, but if anyone was watching you with your little pirate buddy, like that's what this feels like. Like she is not like moving, but like you're moving in, so you're like, but she is just staying where she is.
First
Alright.
girl down Lamia.
I'm just gonna remove this. Don't say anything or move if it's fine. I'm just like looking for any.
Perhaps a
Nothing.
different
No,
question?
nothing. Not doing
Right,
anything. What was that, Sly?
I was about to say perhaps a different question, or if you're going for it, sure.
I feel like if they can't talk about it, maybe maybe I just gotta go for it, and maybe they'll thank me after.
Best of luck.
So I'm
Good.
going to
Nothing.
grab it and try to unhook it if they don't like back away or anything.
Okay. Yeah, you grab it, you unhook it. The moment it is off, she just begins like Joker laugh cackling. Just
No.
so happy. You also like not directed towards you, but like you definitely can sense that she like a kind of like a more like kind of deep rooted like hatred kind of washes over her. Again, it's not like at you at all, but like she is just, you know, finally able to feel whatever she's probably been feeling and unable to. And like now it is just there. But again, like nothing at towards you guys. It also probably stands out to you. At least if whatever characters possess manners, like she doesn't like say thank you or thing. That would show that she was appreciative of what you just.
How dare.
My Valentine doesn't care.
Mm.
Does anyone want this? It seems to be bad.
I'll take it just in case. Because, the whole Lamia personality thing we read, they're deceptive and manipulative.
But she's cute.
I'm gonna tell your drow buddy you're cheating on him.
Yeah, so you've taken it off of her. She's there kind of cackling. She has this like anger that has washed over her. Is there anything that the group would want to do, say, anything like that at all? It's also really clear to you, like she is a pretty vain individual.
Relatable.
Valexa, we're looking for some drow. Would you happen to be able to point us in the right direction?
When you say that, like she kind of like goes in like her facial expression and stuff into like a snarl and stuff, like a hissing thing, and like super clear and stuff. Even if you had like no like insight to read body language or anything, it is clear the drow is who she's pissed at.
Oh.
Those disgusting individuals, they are why I'm here.
Mm. Oh, what a coincidence. That's kind of why we're here too. We're here to take care of them, if you catch my drift. Which I know that's
Yes.
not why we're here, but, it sounds
Ah.
good.
Rip their insides out of them.
Something like that.
See, as she takes and kind of I guess it's weird. So let me go back up chat. Oh yeah. Okay. Cause she has arms, but then also full on all limbs of the lion. She like takes her lion paw and is like slashing when she's like, rip their insides out.
That's a great attitude to have considering the mission we're on. I'm so torn because it's like have her kill and distract the drow while we go meet up with what's his face. But at the same time, there's nothing to say she couldn't turn around and just murder us as soon as she's done.
Take that risk.
You want to take that risk?
I trust her with my life.
You would.
He's been hypnotized.
He's thinking with his other head.
Goddamn. Cody, do you need to stop playing D&D and go take care
Hey,
of some
I
shit?
didn't say this. That got turned on to me, okay?
Oh god. Oh god. I didn't realize how much I needed D&D in my life, but here we are. Oh, and I have 3 days in a row of D&D. Oh, I have 3 days. Well, you got to join the other group. I'm sure it's not at a time that works for you, but
We'll talk numbers. Should be a time
oh god. Okay. Yeah. So, what would you like to do with this this feline woman?
If you'd be willing to show us where they are, we would help you take care of them as well, since we seem to have the same goal.
Yeah. Roll persuasion for me.
Can I guide her on that as well?
Yes, you can run that.
Woo! I don't think guidance is gonna help, but we'll try. And a D4.
It might.
15.
Nice.
Pretty good.
I see. You think that I should help you with this? Expose and rip out all their insides. I'm listening.
Well,
You have a
I
plan?
mean, do we have a plan? I mean, we have to know where they are first.
Get the orb.
Oh,
to the
you want my
wizard
help, but you
and-
have no plan. That seems pretty typical.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. I can
To be fair, yeah.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
We suck at this. First adventure.
Best salesman pitch ever.
I'm
I mean,
really
according to
convinced
that
that I
one-
should help you.
I mean, look at it this way. So not so much that you're helping us. We're helping you kill the drow that brought you here. I mean, if you obviously know where they're
Hmm.
at, but you don't want to go fight them on your own. It seems like.
I can let you know where they are. If that's all that you need from me, certainly I can tell you where. Fine, no problem. Fools. If you have a
Okay.
plan, I can certainly help if it's something that I feel is worthy of my help.
I
Plan that.
mean, step 1 is getting to the mine. Step 2 is either killing or bypassing all the drow, and step 3 is getting an object to our acquaintance we haven't met yet. And I feel like if we get
There's
that
just
to
the. I'm going to assume 4 of you next. So there's just the next session. The 4 of you, I see.
him.
I think 4 of you. I mean, I know I can hit. You think the 4 of you can take on all the drow? Pretty confident, I see.
I mean, that's why
Suppose
that
you probably
step.
do need my help. There's no way the 4 of you are going to be able to do much. The first couple of drow will probably be all that it takes.
Somebody as beautiful and strong and mighty as
Oh,
you.
I know that I am. Yes, I am.
I know this type of person.
You seem vexed, slightly vexed.
Do go on. I like listening to you talk.
I'm sure that you'd just be able to masterfully show us the ways of dismantling them all.
Probably could. You're right. Would you watch?
You're talking to the right person, okay?
Yeah, he's a freak. He's down for anything.
He's a freak.
You're down for anything. I have no idea what has been going on this session, but I hope Ricky rewatches it. Huh. You're a freak, you say? Well, I think that this at least amuses me. Well, you all just need to let me know what the plan is. Until then, I'm just gonna stretch my leg. And you see as she begins moving past you, Valentine, very seductively, giving
Wait,
you
where
all
is
a
the-
chance to. Huh?
Where is the vine? Can she tell us that so we can go check it out and then figure out a plan so we can tell it to her?
Ah, yes. You need to know where the mine is, of course. Here I thought we were going to have some fun, but if you would rather go on your own, and that's okay with me.
mean-
and then yeah, go ahead.
We could leave. I was like, we are more than willing to leave Valentine behind while we go check out this mine real quick.
Seconded.
Armor off. What?
Yes, I do like this. That is very enticing. You can stay
Guys.
and you can go and see. Yes, yes, yes.
I have written down that she's like a siren. This is probably really bad.
That is fun. Well, you're going to want to go in the other direction of where you came. Then you should find the mine. No problem. To the north of here.
Damn it, Valentine, this is what happens when you let me pick the direction.
This is amazing. What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but we could
I'm
have
not
been to
gonna
the mine
lie.
and had
I'm
a
glad you
plan.
went this direction because we didn't have to do combat.
Oh, true.
All right. So let's go. Let's go with this for the moment at hand. Because getting late and you guys are. So is Valentine staying behind with her? I guess is my question.
All right, I'm gonna roll d20.
How are we splitting the party?
Let's say this because Valentine really wants to. 15 and under, I'm staying. 16 to 20, I'm going with you guys. I'm staying.
Staying.
You're gonna get murdered by this Sonia.
Can't wait to show Alfred my new cat girlfriend.
Oh man, everyone has their anime cat girl phase, I guess.
God. Man, I feel like because there's no good art for these things, I feel like now I need some art. Or you'd probably sketch her like one of the French girls.
I sent that to Heather about the other art.
Okay. So the question is, do we want to decide what Ricky is doing, or we want to let Ricky decide? I feel like Rab would go with the group, right? Like I
Yeah.
feel like that is what he would do. So Cody is the only one staying. That because that is a key piece that I need.
Rab is a
Yeah.
certified freak. Come on, guys.
Rab seems like all he cares about is murdering shit, and he's very bad at it. So
Okay, so you guys are gonna go on to Drow, and you guys are just going to get a look of the like you're not going to approach unless you are approached. I'm assuming.
yeah,
Cool.
because I feel
And-
like taking this Lamia would be the best thing because if she's killing the drow while we go take care of our mission, we can get that mission done and bounce before she's done and murder us. So
Cool.
is my thought process.
I think it's hilarious how we've got two of the noisiest people doing scouting.
Yeah.
Valentine, what kind of armor are you wearing?
At the moment, none.
None.
No.
What were you wearing?
Man.
Studded leather.
Studded leather.
You want to wear it?
We might.
Moment.
I might
none.
ask to swap armor with you, so I don't have disadvantage from scale mail to studded leather.
I'm cool with that.
If you
Okay.
got a 12.
It'll take like 10 minutes, but I think we've got the time.
Is this character supposed to have? Yeah, you got the time.
And I'll tell you what,
On...
So studded.
I'm at least going to be 20 minutes. So take your time.
Studded leather.
20 minutes. What kind of con do you have?
15.
Equipment.
Wait, hold on. We'll just. Charlie didn't ask for this roll, but that's above 10.
Oh, what
right?
are we
That's-
rolling Constitution for?
I think you know.
What are you doing to the cat, man?
Okay.
What's going on with the kitten?
Nothing.
You rolled a con saving throw, something. Heather and Sly, can I have stealth roll?
Yeah.
Can I guide myself for this roll? Oh, thank you.
Look, I could do
Is there ever a
stealth
point
again.
that people say no to guidance? Like, imagine ever. Cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait, was that a disadvantage?
Oh.
And Charlie, some other DMs are weird. All right.
Are they? No, I think I'm probably weird. Okay,
It might
so
be full good thing.
5?
What did I get? Oh, I got a net 1.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cute.
Well,
Okay, that's good to know. Okay.
sounds like I'm
12,
casting.
5, and a 17.
Sounds like I'm casting invisibility next session.
Cool. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll call that our stopping point, and then we will pick up with that.
Mm.
And I'm like so thrown off. Like, do we play not next week, but the week after? Because this one we're on the right week, but Mad Mage we're not. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, I can figure it out later, but yep. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll call it good, and then here. All right. If you were watching the stream, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back. We will actually, all of us, will be on tomorrow for Dungeon Mad Mage if you want to tune in, or we'll be back in continue with this. All right. We will see you later, stream.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Bye.
I don't know how to hit end.